for convex spherical surface. Okay, means that we have to study the refraction of light through convex spherical surface. This is our convex spherical surface. Okay, and this is the point P, pole. Okay, now this is the principal axis. Okay, this is the point object placed in front of this surface. The distance of this point object from the pole is minus u according to sign convention. Here this is rare medium of refractive index n1. This is glass denser medium of refractive index n2. Now you know that for convex spherical surface the center of curvature of this surface is right side. So C is the center of curvature and the distance of center of curvature from the pole is r. Okay, this is r distance, radius of curvature. Now this is the dotted line. If I join the center of curvature to this surface, so this will be a normal line, perpendicular, normal, because this is called radius and radius is always perpendicular to the surface. Now CAN is the normal drawn on the surface. We have done same thing that we have done in yesterday class for concave surface. Now the light ray starts from the object making angle alpha, making some angle with respect to the principal axis. This light ray moves and strikes on the surface at point A. So this ray will be an incident ray. The angle formed by incident ray with respect to the normal is called I, that is angle of incidence. Now since light is in rare medium and when it goes in denser medium it bends towards the normal. So this is the refracted ray that is bending towards the normal. After bending, after refraction, this light goes as this straight and cuts the principal axis at point I. Where this light actually cut the principal axis, here you get the real image because this light ray is actually intersecting at point I. So this is the refracted ray, forms image at this point I, and the angle formed by refracted ray with respect to the normal is called R, that is angle of refraction. Okay, normal makes angle gamma with respect to the principal axis and the ray, refracted ray, makes angle beta with respect to the principal axis, and the distance of image from the pole is V. V is the distance of image. Now to solve our geometry, to make our calculation easier, I have drawn a perpendicular normal from point A on the principal axis. The foot of normal is M, the height of normal is H. Now you can see from triangle AOC alpha gamma interior angle, the sum of interior angle is equal to exterior angle I. Alpha plus gamma is equal to I. Similarly from triangle IAC R and beta are interior angle, gamma is exterior, so R plus beta is equal to gamma, beta plus R is equal to gamma, gamma is equal to, R is equal to gamma minus beta. This is our equation 2. Now applying Snell's law, sin I by sin R is equal to 1 and 2. 1 and 2 means light is going from rare to denser. 1 and 2, and 2 can be written n2 by n1. And you know that when this aperture is small, if this aperture is small in size, alpha, beta, gamma or will be a small angle tends to 0. I will also small angle tends to 0. R will also small angle tends to 0. For small angle we have neglected sign here. As I told you yesterday, we will neglect sign here. So you can write I by R is equal to n2 by n1. Cross multiply, you get I n1 is equal to n2R. Put the value of I, alpha plus gamma. Put the value of R, gamma minus beta. Then multiplied, opening the bracket, multiplied by n1, you get n1 alpha plus n1 gamma. Similarly here you get n2 gamma minus n2 beta. Alpha beta will be on same side, so taking this n2 beta on left side, you get plus n2 beta plus n1 alpha is equal to gamma. Terms are same side, on right side you transpose this term, you get n2 minus n1 is equal into gamma. Gamma will be common. Now again from right angle triangle AOM you will find tan alpha perpendicular AM upon OM M is very close to P, so OM is equal to OP you can consider, because M is very close to P. So similarly I have done here, from triangle AOM tan alpha you get alpha is equal to perpendicular upon OM. OM, M is very close to P, so OM is approximately equal to OP. You get, what is OP minus U, you get AM is H minus H by U. Similarly from triangle AIM, just see here AIM, so tan beta is equal to perpendicular upon IM base, and M is very close to P, so IM is equal to approximately equal to IP. So I have done here. So tan beta is equal to beta, tan will neglect because beta is very small angle, AM upon perpendicular upon base, AM upon IM, so AM upon IP. IP is what? V, H upon V, distance of image from the pole. Similarly from triangle ACM, just see here ACM triangle, ACM, this is also right angle triangle, so tan gamma perpendicular AM upon base CM, CM is approximately equal to CP, so you get AM upon CM is equal to AM upon CP. CP is R, radius of curvature. So put the values in equation star in this value. In this equation you have to put alpha, beta and gamma values. What you get? You get N2 upon N2 into tan beta, sorry, N2 into beta, beta is H upon V, plus N1 upon N1 tan N1 into alpha, alpha is H minus H upon U, you get minus H upon U. N2 minus N1 gamma, gamma is H upon R. H common cancel, you get N2 by V minus N1 by U, N2 minus N1 by R. This is the formula. In this shape you can derive the formula, or taking N1 common from this side, you can take common N1 from this side, N1 will be cancel, you get N2 by N1. And what is N2 by N1? N, refractive index of denser medium. Okay, you get N by V minus 1 by U is equal to N minus 1 by R. This is N. So I hope that this today's working is same as the yesterday's derivation. So keep doing the practicing this question. I will explain next topic in the next class.